I'd rented a house in an unfamiliar area to be closer to my work, with the thought that I would save some money and time on traveling. I was single at the time, so I only needed it to be small, and the rent reasonable, and the house fit the bill. I'd been living there for around a month and was in bed one night but not quite asleep when I heard a fairly loud bang that startled me, but I couldn't quite work out where it had came from. I sat up and listened carefully, but there was only silence. My mind told me that maybe a box I hadn't unpacked yet had probably fallen. I had a stack of them in the kitchen. I was just about to go and check if anything was broken, but as I got close to the bedroom door, I heard the unmistakable sound of movement downstairs. Panic immediately set in and I could feel my heart pounding in my chest. My mind raced with images of who could be down there and what should I do. There was only one phone in the house and it was downstairs, and I'd left my cell on charge in the kitchen. I felt for a second that I was going to pass out. I was so scared then I did something that I can't believe to this day. I opened the bedroom door as loudly as I could, desperately hoping it would scare whoever it was away. Walked down 3 or 4 stairs and looked into the darkness. In front of me, standing in my living room, were 2 men, and both of them were staring back at me. I froze with fear and I couldn't make a sound. Rather than run, they just looked at each other and back at me. Then one of them did a mocking wave at me. Then they slowly walked to my back door that they had obviously forced open and walked out of my house. At this point, I was so terrified and confused I stood where I was for what seemed like 5 minutes. Then I ran to the kitchen, grabbed my cell, and ran as fast as I could back upstairs. Locked myself in my bathroom and called the police. It was so dark I saw no real useful details to give to the police. And the search of the area found no one. I never spent another night in that house. I moved back to my parents' house, but that chilling wave and the whole experience will stay with me always.